Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing my December 2024 collection update. I was really hoping that we would reach the kind of like 100 aircraft mark for the very first time in this collection kind of update. But unfortunately, we didn't quite make it, but we're very close to 100. But hopefully in my summer of 2025 collection kind of thing, well, June of 2025 anyway, that we will of course reach 100 aircraft mark collection. But apart from that, let's just get into my collection update video for December 2024. So starting with if my U.S. domestic kind of collection, here we have this American Eagle CRJ-700. We have two Embraer E175s, and then we have a fictional A350, which is from Daron. I do want to get some more American aircraft. I have like some NG releases of like the A319 and A320T and stuff like that. And I will probably get like an A321neo as well. But next up here we have Delta. So here we have this Delta connection, CRJ-900, a Delta Boeing 717, and then we have two 767s, which are from Daron, and then an A350 from Daron as well. Then moving back here to my United collection. So in this kind of gap here, I'm gonna put the United A320 there, which is still on order, and unfortunately, it didn't like arrive in time for me to make the video. So, well, hopefully, it'll be in my next video collection, I guess you could say. But then here we have the 757-200 in the current livery. Then we have the two right here, 757-200s for United. The first one is the California livery, and then that one up there is the New York color scheme. We then have two 787s in the new livery from Daron, and then we have two old livery aircraft. The first one is a 777, and then the last one is a 747. Then moving back here to the low-cost airliners for the U.S., here we have this Frontier A320neo, Spirit A320neo, and then we have this Allegiant A319, and then up there we have two Spirit A320s, and then three Frontier A320s from Daron. I do want to get it like some more or Spirit and Frontier aircraft, so I do want to get it like an A321, a regular A320, and an A320neo from Frontier and Spirit, and then of course maybe the A321neo as well. All right, then moving back here to Southwest, JetBlue, Alaska, and Hawaiian. Here we have the Southwest 737-700. We then have this 737-700 in the Disney Pixar Coco color scheme. Then we have the Missouri One color scheme 737-700. And then up there we have three Daron 737s, which are in the regular livery, of course. Then moving back here to JetBlue. JetBlue, I would like to get the Embraer E190, but they're going to be retired fairly soon. But hopefully I'll be able to like pick that up. And of course it just been re-released with the Hopstel, I think it is. But here we have the JetBlue A220-300. Then we have the A320 from I think Panda models in the with the spotlight tail. And then we have a Daron A320 with the blueberries tail. Then moving back here to Alaska and Hawaiian, here we have this Alaska A320 in the fly with the pride color scheme. Then we have the 737-900ER in the One World livery. And then we have the 737 MAX 9 in the Orca color scheme. And then also a Daron 737 in the regular livery. And then back here we have two Hawaiian aircrafts. So here we have this Airbus A321neo and then an A330 from Daron. I do want to get the NG models 787-9, of which they've just re-released that. So hopefully I'll be able to pick that up, and hopefully like NG models will release a A330 from Daron as well, and I'll probably get rid of this Daron version right here. Then moving back here to the Canadian aircraft, we have this Air Canada Express CRJ-900, and then an Air Canada 777 from Daron. I do want to get some more Air Canada aircraft again, like an A220 and probably an E175. But then right there we have probably another gap there for my WestJet 737-800 in the new livery. That's coming in with the United A320 as well. But then we have two 787s from WestJet in the new livery, of course. And I do also want to get the 737 MAX 8 in the new livery, and maybe a 737-700, of which they have all been repainted. So hopefully we like NG, or maybe I think Panda models have released the WestJet 737-700, but hopefully NG will release the MAX 8 as well. And then moving over here to the kind of Caribbean and South American aircraft. So here we have this Caribbean Airlines 737 from Daron. This is their older livery. And then we have the newer livery Caribbean 737 MAX 8. And then a Volaris A320neo. And then in that kind of gap there, I do want to get like a Copa 737 MAX 9, or maybe an Aeromexico 737. I'll have to see. But then back there we have two Aeromexico 787s and then two LATAM 787s as well. And then moving back to the international aircraft now. Slash European, I should probably say as well. But here we have this British Airways Concorde. In the middle, we have a 787, and then we have a 747 from British Airways, and then we have two A380s from them as well. I do want to get some more British Airways aircraft, so maybe like an A350, and then probably like a 777-200ER or something like that. But then back here, behind British Airways, here we have this Virgin Atlantic A330-900, and then we have this Aer Lingus A330 from Daron, and then an A321neo from Gemini Jets with a broken sharklet there. Hopefully NG models will release the Aer Lingus A321 XLR, or so I can add it to my collection and then get rid of the A321 LR there. And of course, it will be put into that spot. And then hopefully NG will also release the A330-300 in the new color scheme as well. Things like that. And then here, we also have an Icelandair 737 MAX 8, which is from Gemini Jets. I do want to get a lot more Icelandair aircraft. I do want to get like the 737 MAX 9, the 757s, both the 200 and the 300, all the kind of liveries Icelandair have had and stuff like that, and maybe even a 767 as well. But then moving back here to Lufthansa, So here we have this Airbus A350-900 from Gemini Jets. And then we have a 747-8i from NG Models. Really cool to have this in my collection. I do want to get a few more Lufthansas as well. And I might get like one more old livery kind of aircraft just because I think I like the old livery a little bit better. But of course, I'm gonna still get a lot more new liveries like the A340-600, 747-400, and different things like that. But then moving on, we have two KLM 787s here too. Then moving back here, we have this LL 787, and then an Air New Zealand 787 as well. I would like NG Models to release the 787-9s from Air New Zealand and LL. NG has released the Air New Zealand 787-9 in the past, but unfortunately I didn't pick that up. So hopefully they'll kind of like re-release it again. But then here we have this Alitalia A330 from Daron. I do want to get ITA Airways as well, which is of course the new kind of Italian airline, which is like a replacement for Alitalia as they went bankrupt in I think 2021. So hopefully I'll get that. Get like an ITA Airways aircraft, maybe the A330 Neo. But then we have an Iberia A350-900 from Daron, and then the same for Thai as well. And then right there we have a Turkish 777. I do want to get like a 787-9 from Turkish as well, and then maybe a 777-300ER from Daron. Not from Daron, from NG rather. And probably an A350. But then back here we're going to the last row of international kind of aircraft. We have the Australian aircraft and the Arabic aircraft. So here we have 3 Qantas A380s, and then down there we have the 787. All 4 of these are from Daron. I do want to get like a NG Models 787 from Qantas, or maybe from Gemini Jets or something like that. Or if anybody in 1 to 400 scale releases the Qantas 789, I'll probably get rid of that Daron one and put the 1 to 400 one there. And then last but not least, for the kind of like international airliners, we have this Emirates 777X and then an A380. I do want to get like a 777-300ER in the new livery, of which Gemini Jets have released that I think a year ago now. So hopefully I'll be able to buy that. And then I will also probably get an A380 in the new livery as well. And then we have an Etihad 787 from Daron. And hopefully I'll be able to pick up the NG Models Etihad 787 in the regular livery, of which that of course has been released, but I unfortunately missed out on that, which is annoying. So hopefully they'll put that back in stock and like re-release it and stuff like that. But then last but not least, we have like the commercial airliner liveries, presidential aircraft, cargo and Lego aircraft. So starting here, we have this Boeing kind of house livery 777-9X, and then we have 2 787s from Daron, and of course the Boeing house colors. They have different kind of liveries and stuff like that. And then up there we have, I think it's called an Airbus Industry A380. Moving on to the presidential aircraft, we have this like U.S. Air Force 757, which is the C-32. And then we have two of the Air Force Ones, which is, of course, the 747. And then up there we have a Pan Am 747 as well. And I do want to get the like the new Air Force One, which is on the 747-8, but I believe they are currently being worked on, or they have delayed the orders. There's until, I don't know, like 2026, but hopefully I'll be able to like pick that up soon. But then last but not least, for my entire collection, we have my cargo and Lego and my Skymark aircraft. Uh, so here we have this FedEx 767-300, a UPS 767-300, and then a FedEx 777 from Daron. If I got like a 757 and a 777 then from FedEx, I'll probably get rid of that at Daron run 777 there. Aaron put the 757 and 777 there and different things like that. And then I do also want to get maybe a UPS 757 and then I think a 747 probably. But then finally for my entire collection, we have my six Lego aircraft. So we have two Southwest ones, a Delta one, an American one, and then two police aircraft. And then also we have my Skymarks Alaska 737-900ER in the More to Love livery. But apart from that, that does conclude my entire collection for December 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection and things like that. And I'll see you guys next year in 2025, I believe. So yeah, this is probably going to be my last video before 2025. So apart from that, I will see you guys in 2025. Bye.